Welcome to the Fitness Beginner Podcast, where we help you take the first steps on your fitness journey. Whether you're new to working out or you're looking to get back into it, we've got you covered with tips, tricks, and inspiration to help you reach your goals. So grab your workout gear and let's get started. All right, and we are live. Welcome back with Murphy Mack to another episode of the Fitness Beginner Podcast. If you're tuning in live, thanks for tuning in. I am streaming my podcast live on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitch. So if you've never listened to my podcast live before, come join me. Check it out. I normally do my podcast on Monday nights. Sometimes I will do it on a Sunday night, but lately I've been doing it on Monday nights. So tune in Monday nights. I try to be more better at sticking to a certain night that I do it on. So that way, if you do want to tune in live, you can ask me questions on the live stream. I actually encourage it. If you're tuning in live, please ask me questions, maybe to give us another talking point to talk about on the podcast. So yeah, y'all check me out live. If you're listening to me on YouTube, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Fitness Beginner Podcast. I'm trying to grow the YouTube channel a little bit, and I'm gonna start posting. I post my full episodes on there already. I'm gonna start posting some little clips and stuff on there. So if y'all like to watch the video version of a podcast, please check it out on YouTube. I actually enjoy watching the video versions of podcasts better than just straight listening to them. But with that being said, it is very convenient to be able to listen to your podcast on your phone, like on your podcasting platforms, because you can listen to it in the car where most people listen to them. That's where I listen to my podcast most of the time, is in the car. So if you're listening to me on Spotify or on Apple Music or whatever um, podcasting platform you use, leave me a like, subscribe, leave me a review. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you like about the podcast. We trying to improve. We're trying to get better. Now that I knocked that out the way, I'm gonna update y'all about myself before we hop into the podcast. Nothing new going on. It's getting crunch time with my triathlon coming up. It's May 20th, so I got a little over a month. I actually switched up my training a little bit this week. Instead of doing either swim, bike, or run one a day, I'm gonna start doing swimming every day of the week because I'm trash at swimming. Let's just be honest. And then after when I get off work, then I'm gonna either do my biking or my running for that day. So that way I can increase my swimming and try to get better at that because that's where I'm lacking. So I want to really focus on doing that for the last little month I have before I get into my actual triathlon. Other than that, uh, I kind of changed up my office area a little bit. Ever since I got into content, I've been really big on like all the gear and stuff that goes into it because there's a lot of like camera equipment, computer equipment, all that kind of stuff. I just recently got 3 monitors, so I got 3 of the same monitors in my office. So I ain't gonna lie, it looks sick in here, and I'm pretty excited about it. I still gotta get like a mount to put them on, so I can mount them all to the same monitor mount. But yeah, they look pretty sweet. If you know anything about like gaming computers or anything like that, that's what I have in here. I got everything set up, looking nice, so I enjoy it. You know, if you feel comfortable, then that's when you'll actually like use what you're trying to use. So that's why I try to set it up real nice and to where I like it, to where I actually come in here and shoot the podcast, shoot some content for y'all. So I try to make it feel cozy and feel at home. So I'm enjoying it, trying to deck it out and make it my own, put my own little twist to it. I watch all kinds of like little videos on YouTube about how people set up their desks and stuff like that, so I can get good ideas. So we rolling with it. We're trying to improve and get better. Just improve the podcast a little bit at a time. So with that being said, we're gonna hop into the next segment. So I want to add a little bit more value to my podcast. And normally what I do with my podcast is I'll just update y'all about myself and then I'll go into whatever the topic is for that podcast. So to make the podcast like a little bit longer, to provide a little bit more value to y'all, I want to add in some different segments to my podcast. So I've been brainstorming them a little bit and I haven't really become dead set on certain ones that I want to do. But one that I'm going to do now, and I want to get y'all's feedback on it, so y'all let me know how y'all like it. But from now on the podcast episode, I want to do just like a weekly workout, like one workout that you can do maybe for one day, or I could even give y'all like a workout for the whole week if y'all want to do that. I need y'all's feedback. Y'all let me know. So today I just got one workout for y'all, a little 30-minute at-home workout that you can do just body weight. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna call it the weekly workout or something that if y'all got a cool little name to come up with, y'all let me know. We can add in the cool little name. Or if there's any podcast segment that you would like me to start doing or like me to incorporate, please let me know. I'm open to suggestions. I want to make the podcast as best as possible. And I know normally my podcasts are anywhere from like 15 to 25 minutes long, which I think is a good amount of time. Honestly, it's hard to get up here and talk for 20 minutes about a certain topic. It really is. So I want to add in different segments to kind of make the podcast a little bit longer, so y'all can hang out with me a little bit longer and have me provide a little bit more value to y'all. So that's kind of the goal. I want to add in some more segments. We're gonna do the weekly workout. That's what we're gonna call it for now, and that's just one segment. I'm looking to add some more. Try to spice the podcast up a little bit. Figure out what y'all do like, what y'all don't like. So let's hop into the weekly workout, the first ever weekly workout. This is going to be an at-home workout that you can do at your home, 30 minutes or less. You don't need no weights, strictly body weight. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 rounds of all these exercises I'm about to give you. And I want you to do each exercise for 30 seconds to a minute. Like if you're kind of beginner level, start at 30 seconds. If you're more advanced, do a minute. Or if you just want to push yourself a little bit, do a minute. Or you could even do your first round at 30 seconds, your second round at 45 seconds, and then do your last round in a minute. Or however you want to mix it up. We're going to do 3 rounds of these exercises. And this is what you're going to do. First, you're going to do jumping jacks. So I know y'all know what a jumping jack is. If you don't know what any of these exercises are, just look them up on the internet and it'll tell you exactly what to do. So we're gonna do jumping jacks. Then you're gonna rest 30 seconds. Actually, I'm going to say in between each one of these, you're gonna rest 30 seconds, or a minute, depending on however long you do the workout for. Just rest for that long. So jumping jacks, push-ups, air squats, a plank. If you can't do the push-ups or the plank like a normal one, do it off your knees. Do the push-ups off your knees or do the plank off your knees. But try to do them a legit push-up and a legit plank if you can. Then next, you're going to do lunges. So one leg at a time, stepping forward. Next, you're going to do bicycle crunches. So if you don't know what a bicycle crunch is, it's basically when you lay on your back to do like a normal crunch. Instead of crunching with both legs up at the same time, you'll pull one leg up. You'll pull, say, for example, your left leg and your right elbow. You want to think touch them. So touch your right elbow to your left leg, your left knee, and then swap. So then do your left elbow to your right knee. And that's kind of like a bicycle crunch. The next, you want to do a mountain climber. A mountain climber, you're in a push-up position, and you're basically going to bring your leg up to your elbow. It's kind of hard to explain. Just look this one up if you don't know what it is. So yeah, mountain climbers. Next, you're going to hop into reverse lunges. So this is going to be opposite of the forward lunges that we did earlier. So instead of stepping forward and coming back to the starting position, you're going to step backwards and then come back to your starting position. So that's a reverse lunge. Number 9, plank with leg lifts. So again, you're going to do the plank and you're going to lift one leg at a time and just alternate legs. And then number 10, and the worst exercise of all of them. I know y'all are going to hate this one. This is one nobody likes to do. If you like these, then you're a different kind of breed, I guess. But number 10, you're going to do burpees. Yeah, I know. I said it. You're going to do burpees. I know nobody likes burpees, but they're a good little exercise. So let me run through those real quick again. Get your pen and paper out. You can write them down real quick or write them down on your phone. 1, jumping jacks. 2, push-ups. 3, squats. 4, plank. 5, lunges. 6, bicycle crunches. 7, mountain climbers. 8, reverse lunges. 9, plank with leg lifts. And then 10, burpees. So do those 30 seconds a piece and then take a 30-second rest. Do them all the way through one set. And then when you're done, take you a good 2-minute rest and then repeat the whole process. And you're going to do that 3 times. So it's a quick at-home body weight workout that at least get you up, get you going, get you moving. You can literally do it while you're watching TV in the living room. So when you're at home and you're watching Netflix and you're watching that episode of Outer Banks or whatever is new out, what's the one, Yellowstone, people watch that. Whenever you're watching that, get up, do this little workout while you're watching it, and you'll be done. It's a good little workout for the day. That's the weekly workout for this week. Y'all let me know if y'all like this idea. Maybe I can take the same idea and change it up a little bit. I don't know. We're gonna play around with it. We're gonna do different segments until I figure out what I like and what y'all like. And yeah, we'll go from there. So hopefully that gave y'all a little idea of a good workout you could do at home without having to go to the gym and use all kinds of weights and stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop into the meat and the bones of today's episode. And y'all saw that podcast episode title. It says the one trait that will take you a long ways in life. And this trait is going to take you, it can take you anywhere in your fitness journey and in your life. So you may be thinking, what is that trait? Well, that trait is integrity. Integrity. You need integrity in your fitness journey to be successful. You really do. And not only is it important to have in your fitness journey, it's also important to have in life. It can do a lot of things for you in life in general. It's absolutely crucial to have integrity to see success in pretty much any area of your life. So let's dive into it. Firstly, let's define what we mean by integrity. Integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. In other words, in simple terms, the most simple way I can put it, and the way I like to think of integrity, is doing the right thing when nobody else is watching. So doing what you know is the right thing or what you're supposed to be doing, even when nobody else is watching, when nobody else is in the room, when nobody's going to know if you did the wrong thing or not, you do it no matter what because that's what's right. That's called integrity. That's the most simple way that I can put it. So this means like sticking to your values, sticking to your beliefs, sticking to your goals, no matter what. When nobody's watching, when everybody's watching, when just whenever, all the time, no matter what, you're sticking to those values, those goals, those beliefs, sticking to what's right. So you may ask, why is integrity so important to your fitness journey? Well, for starters, fitness is a long-term commitment. It is. It requires discipline. It requires dedication. It requires hard work. And these qualities can only be sustained if they're built on a foundation of integrity, period. Without integrity, it becomes easy to make excuses. It becomes easy to cut corners. It becomes easy to cheat. You're going to cheat on these short-term like gains, these goals that you have because you don't have integrity. So at its core, integrity means being true to yourself. You got to be true to yourself. Whatever you set out to do, you got to do that even when it gets hard, even when it gets tough, when nobody's watching, when you don't want to do it, when you had a terrible day at work. It means setting realistic goals and working towards them with honesty and determination. You're going to need this in the fitness journey. It's going to take determination in your fitness journey. Trust me. It's a long-term plan. You don't see immediate results. Like it takes a while to see them, and you see very slight results at a time. So you got to acknowledge your weaknesses. You got to overcome those by working on them rather than trying to deny them, rather than trying to cover them up. You got to work on them. You got to acknowledge them. Because that's the only way you're going to overcome them. It's the only way you're going to work through them or get past them. So, for example, let's say you're trying to lose weight. You could take shortcuts like crash dieting, using weight loss supplements, but you would be compromising your integrity if you did this. So instead, what you could do is you could commit to a sustainable, long-term approach, such as gradually changing your eating habits, increasing your physical activity, working out, eating less food, and gradually do this over time. It might take longer to see results. It's going to take longer to see results, but you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that you achieve your goals in a way that aligns with your values, also in a way that's sustainable. Because if you just crash diet or something like that, it's not going to be sustainable. You're not going to do that forever, and you're eventually going to gain all your weight back. But with that being said, integrity just isn't important in the fitness journey. Yeah, it's very important in that aspect, but it's also a crucial part of your life. It's a crucial trait to have in your relationships, to have in your professional career, to have in your interactions with society in your everyday life. Integrity is what builds trust and it earns respect. So it's what allows us to live with ourselves, knowing that we've done our best and we've stayed true to our principles, our values, beliefs, goals, and to what we think is right or what we think and know is right. So how do we cultivate integrity in our lives? Well, it starts with self-awareness. We need to be honest with ourselves about our strengths, about our weaknesses, about our values, about our beliefs. We need to set goals that are realistic We need to set goals that are achievable, and we need to work towards those goals with determination, with persistence, with patience each and every day, even when it gets hard, when you get tired, when you had a bad day, when nobody else is watching. We need to resist the temptation to take shortcuts or to cheat our way to success. Period. Because cheating, taking shortcuts, yeah, it may get you there in the short term, and it may get you there quick, but you're not going to stay there. You're not going to stay where you need to be. So another key aspect of integrity is accountability. We need to hold ourselves accountable for our actions, for our decisions. We got to be willing to face the consequences of our choices. We also need to be willing to admit our mistakes and take responsibility for them rather than blaming others, rather than making excuses. So, for example, this weekend, it was Easter weekend. I overdid it on the sweets. I really did. And I got to hold myself accountable for that. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make up for it this week. I'm going to do a little bit extra cardio to work off those extra calories I took. I got to suffer the consequences. So, my consequences, I got to go run more, or I got to ride the bike more, or I got to swim more. But that's okay. Like, I knew that going into it, and I was okay with that. But I'm not just going to let it slide. I'm going to pay my consequences and move on. It's too hard to pass up the good Easter sweets. You already know those Reese's eggs that they come out when Easter time. Oh, don't even get me started. Them things are fire. Straight flames. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Finally, integrity requires courage. It's not always easy to do the right thing, especially when it goes against the norm or it challenges your beliefs. But staying true to ourselves and our principles, even in the face of adversity, is what sets us apart, and it earns respect of others. And also, it earns respect of yourself. Like, you got to respect yourself each and every day. You're not going to stick true to your goals. You're just going to give up on your diet because you don't even think or believe that you can eat the right foods. So you're not going to do it. You got to respect yourself. You got to earn that respect from others. So to sum it up, integrity is crucial to success in a fitness journey and to success in your life in general, in your relationships, in your careers, your wealth, health, whatever that may be. It's crucial. You need it. It's an awesome trait to have. It's a good trait to have. And it's basically it's a trait that you need. Like, you got to have it. It's the foundation on which discipline, dedication, and hard work are built. It's what allows us to stay true to ourselves, set and achieve meaningful goals, and earn the trust and respect of others. So cultivating integrity requires self-awareness, accountability, and courage, but the rewards are all well worth it. I promise. Stay true to your goals, being integral, and you'll make progress. You'll get there, and you'll ultimately have a better relationship with yourself. You'll be more proud of yourself. You'll be accomplished because you knew you did the right thing. No matter what, you stay true to your goals. You stay true to yourself, true to your values, true to your beliefs, whatever that may be. So you're going to respect yourself. You're going to love yourself. You're going to be more content with yourself. So yeah, just do the right thing. Ask yourself, are you doing the right thing when nobody's watching? Are you eating that Twinkie out the pantry at midnight, right before you go to bed? You get in the bed, you get that sweet. Are you doing that? You know what you're doing. So that's all I got for y'all today. Thank y'all for hanging out. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you like the podcast. If you have any thoughts, questions, suggestions, feel free to share them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like the podcast, share it on your Instagram story, tag me, tell somebody about it. So we trying to spread the word about fitness. So y'all stay true to y'all's values. Keep it real. Keep striving towards your goals. Y'all can do it. I promise. Y'all have a great day. Peace, love, protein. We out. Thanks for tuning in to the Fitness Beginner Podcast. We hope you found today's episode helpful and inspiring. Remember to always start small, set realistic goals, and most importantly, have fun. Don't forget to tune in next week for more tips and advice on how to kickstart your fitness journey. Until then, stay active and stay healthy.